Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the pit for this freshman football game where the Elder Panthers will take on the Moeller Crusaders. I'm Brett McCoy alongside here, Troy Parker. Troy, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm hoping for an Elder victory. I mean, this is going to be a tough game. Played earlier on in the season, came out down to a big first down that they needed, but the Panthers receivers dropped the ball. Could not get the first down on fourth, and it was a heartbreaker loss in the last game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the freshman B game, and they played yesterday. The 18 played yesterday. The Panthers fell 19-6. So, they're looking for a little bit of revenge, not only from the game they played about a month ago, but for tonight from last night. Looks like to start off the game, we will have starting quarterback Corbin Feltz in, which is, we saw him play a lot last week against St. X when I was calling the game, so I'm not surprised that he's in. Corbin Feltz will take the snap and hand it off. It's going to be right up the gut, and it looks like they're going to get about a gain of 4 on first down. But like I was mentioning, Corbin Feltz is just a dynamic quarterback. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he can run if he has to. It looks like we're going to have an injury on the first play. The game looks like Panthers down. But, Corbin's just, one of those players that he gives his heart to the game, He gives his all to this football game.
Yeah, he definitely he's a versatile quarterback. He loves to run. I've seen him use his legs. Seen him use his legs a lot. He likes to run around with the football and just get every yard they can.
But yeah, Phelps is just a great quarterback. As Coach Moses can go ahead and kind of look out for his player, go take care of him. But someone we saw last week too that kind of emerged in the second half is Kingdom Boyd. He had a great second half. He ran for over 100 yards and a half of football. I mean, he had a very good game. Had a couple touchdowns. Number 40, he's out in the field right now, but he played, unbelievable last week for the Panthers.
Yeah, definitely. This freshman B team does have a lot of has a lot of versatile players, a lot of great players that we can see future on into their elder career, but most likely making it to varsity. A lot of great players on this team.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we have our Friday night light action tomorrow. GCL championship on the line at the varsity level. I know I'm excited. It's going to be a great game tomorrow night.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that game.
As Phelps is going to line up with 2 to his left, 1 to his right. 1 in motion. Phelps will take the snap, hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will take it up the gut for about a gain of 2. Maybe a loss of yard, honestly.
Yeah, not been the start they've wanted so far for the Panthers. Now third down early on, trying to avoid the 3-and-out.
Yeah, almost, interesting call there from Coach Mose. I think I would have thrown the ball there because, you don't want to put yourself in that third and long kind of position because now you know that now Moeller knows they're going to have to throw the football.
Yeah, it's a full pass commit on the defense right now. That's what we especially have to expect right now.
Phelps with 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Phelps will drop back. He'll look. He'll go ahead and have a completion. Or no, it will be incomplete. Pass is intended for number 16, Max Panzinka. And they'll bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
Yeah, he had that one in his hands, but just the contact with the ground and Moeller Crusader right on his back. Can't hold on to it. It'd be a 4th and 7 and a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, a little bit of a low pass there from Phelps, too. He should have got that one up a little bit more. But,
yeah, if you hit him in the chest in that position, you can easily turn around, get that first down because he wasn't too short of it.
As Jason Forte will come on for the Panthers to punt the ball away. Great coverage there for the Panthers from number 9, Nick Sims. I mean, as soon as that ball was in the Crusaders' hand, he was able to wrap him up. Great play there from Sims.
Yeah, that punt went from almost being blocked to a great coverage on it. And now the Panthers defense, led by Coach Thaman, will march out there and see what they can do.
I love Coach Thaman. He's awesome. He's a great math teacher. He actually took a test today, and we'll see. I got an 80. I'm not terribly mad about it because a lot of kids struggled, I think. But, it was a tough test, I guess.
Yeah, one thing I've learned about him, he's a really energetic guy. He loves football. He loves anything sports.
Absolutely. As Moeller's quarterback will drop back, going to head and complete a screen pass and running back, and he'll take it down the sideline, cut back into the middle for about a gain of 15. Nice
Yeah.
play there for the Crusaders.
As you can see, just poor tackling and the lack of experience of this freshman B team. I mean, he had plenty of opportunities to make a big tackle to stop him for a gain, short gain. As you take a look.
1, 2. Third guy tackled him. 2 missed tackles. That's not something you can have when you're playing the Moeller football team. And they're going to go ahead and hand it off to Lewis. Lewis will try to take it down the left side, and he'll be stopped by a herd of Panthers.
Yeah, Carmen threw him down to the ground. That's a big tackle on the Panthers' defense. Make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, number 66, Brody Squeers, had a great stop right there. I'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Crusaders. Quarterback Dylan Buckley's in for the Crusaders. Bucky's going to take a snap. He's going to fluke. He'll fire it. Complete to number 32. Shaw. And he'll be brought down. He'll be able to get a Crusaders first down.
Yeah, that was a nice gain. That's a big dude too. He's looks pretty built.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could take that kid down.
Not
I'm
at all.
about 3 years older than him, and I don't think I could take that kid down. That kid looks built.
So with that completion, first down now.
Buckley with the 2, left 1 on the right. He'll hand it off to Lewis, and Lewis will be stopped right away. He might get about a gain of a yard.
Yeah, if Panthers defense can really lock down at this point, that'd be big. They're definitely out of field goal range.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at the freshman level, man. You never know how much control these kids have when their kicks and how far they can kick the football. I mean, that'd be a far kick for an NFL kicker. Buckley's lining up 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to fumble the snap. And he will be able to dive back onto it.
Not good for the Crusaders. Felt like they had a ton of momentum getting down, making a lot of completions, getting big runs. And now on this series, it's just came crashing down. As we take a look at the snap, looked like a good fine snap, just lost it at the hands. Panthers unable to jump on it. That leads to a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, this is where the Panthers' defensive line is going to come into play. You know, you need to bring a lot of pressure on this quarterback. Maybe drop some guys back in coverage. Obviously, this is a passing down. So, at the same time, though, if you're the Crusaders, you know, you've been able to run the football pretty successfully so far. You know, are you going to try to set yourself up here for a potential 4th down? Go for it. And they will not. As Buckley's going to fake it to the running back, and he'll have his man. It'll be complete right before the first down.
I think if you're Moeller's coaching staff right here, you got to go for it. You've seen your running game is working to a certain extent, and that's a far field goal to make.
Oh, you absolutely go for it. It's 4th and 1. You can't really punt it. You know, you don't want to give them the ball at the 30, the 25 easily. You absolutely go for it here for the Crusaders. Buckley's going to line up with 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And they're going to get him the jump. 2 Panthers went offsides there, it looks like.
Yeah, not good. They had him in a 4th down position, and Panthers jump off sides. Now it's a first down.
Yeah, they just shot themselves in the foot there big time. Coach Mose is definitely not happy on that sideline.
Yeah, that comes with the inexperience. You're going to see a lot of flags, a lot of false starts, a lot of offsides. Just part of the learning experience for these guys.
You know, because yes, people think this isn't their first year. A lot of kids do come play into high school and say, I'm going to give football a chance, and play it for the first time ever their freshman year. So not a lot of these kids do have a grade school experience with football.
As we saw just there on the run, Caden Carmen with another big tackle. The run was going nowhere from the start.
Buckley's going to line up with 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield. Buckley was to swing it out quick. It'll be brought down quick by number 24 for the Panthers, Nathan Gundler. Great tackle there from Gundler. Nice open field tackle. That is something that is huge in football at any level, is being able to make an open field tackle. And that's something that the Bengals, just from watching the game a couple days ago, they struggled a lot with open field tackling, and that's why these offenses, are able to, just tear that defense apart.
Yeah, as we saw earlier on that first rushing play.
As Buckley's going to bring it back, he's going to be under pressure. He's going to throw it. And it was a little bit of a dangerous throw. We will have a penalty on the field. We'll go ahead and see what the call is. It looks like there was a push in the back from the Panther. I will not be surprised if this is a pass interference. No, it's going to be a hold.
Yeah, so holding on the Crusaders will push them back. But as I was saying, on that first play, or as we saw on the replay on the first play of the game on that big run for about 15, 20 yards for Moeller, we saw 1, 2, maybe I think 3 missed tackles in the open field. So that's just a big thing. The sideline's not always going to save you, where you can just push the guy out of bounds.
Oh, absolutely. So Crusaders are going to line up with 4th and 8. Buckley's going to line up with trips left. Buckley will take the snap. He'll roll out. He's going to go for the end zone. He's got a man open. And that's going to be a touchdown, Crusaders.
Yeah, I watched that play develop. It just looked like a blown coverage on the Panthers secondary's part. Just 3 off to the right, to the left, and just caught the secondary off guard.
Yeah, number 40, Caden Callahan with the touchdown from Buckley. Just wide open.
Yeah, it looked like number 30, Gill, kind of missed his assignment there. Kind of got caught up with the 3 wide receivers off to the left. And that leads to a Crusaders touchdown.
And Berman in for the Crusaders for the extra point. And it's good. It'll be 7-0 Crusaders. Not the start you want to have for the Elder Panthers. You go 3 and out, then your defense goes out there, gives up 2 big 4th downs, and then gives up a touchdown. Not something you want to see if you're an Elder Panther fan or an Elder Panther on the field right now.
Yeah, giving up a touchdown on 4th and 8, you just can't do that in that situation. It's not good football.
But Phelps will take his team back out on the field. Something else I noticed last week in this B game.
3 still game cam, right?
Jordan Estep has not been on the field much. That's a surprise to me, as he's such a talented player. His older brother, of course, Caden Estep, the quarterback for the varsity team, as Phelps is going to roll out to his right and is going to complete to number 18 for the Panthers. Number 18, Dominic Brunner. But as I was saying, Estep's a dynamic player. We saw that in his first games. He took 170 yards for a touchdown, about 2 months ago, or about a month ago. So that's definitely, a surprise. Not see him out on the field has much of an impact as he can make.
Yeah, that kid's got talent. He's got a lot of speed on him. He can run around great, as you were talking about that big touchdown about a month ago. So he's got a lot of talent in him.
As Phelps is going to line up with 1 to each side, 1 in the backfield. They're going to have guys in motion. Phelps is going to fake it. They're going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete, looks like. It looks like Phelps just misread that one, a little bit off there between Phelps and his wide receiver. Shook his head in frustration.
Yeah, it's got to be tough for a quarterback, especially at this level, just learning the playbook over the off season and just coming into playing. This might be his first year. We're not 100% sure, but even if you played in grade school, it's not at all comparison to playing in GCL.
Phelps got trips left. It'll be timeout, Panthers.
Yeah, the Moeller coach I saw was not happy at all. He was barking at his defense and finally had to call a timeout.
Or excuse me, yes, it was timeout Crusaders. Coach Mo's such a great football coach. Instructing former GCL, former JV assistant coach. Now decided to step down and take over the freshman level last season. And he really had a successful season last year with our freshman football team, and that was one of the first successful seasons our freshman team has had. And I couldn't tell you how long.
In my opinion, it's a tough job to do. I mean, you're taking these kids that are, never played this kind of sport before most of the time. Kids that might not be as good as kind of the guys on JV or varsity or anything like that. And you got to build them up to be that player on varsity, have that personality, have that mental game in them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Freshman football coach is not an easy job. This Corbin Phelps is going to line up with 4 to his left, 1 to his right. Phelps going to look. The man was not open, so Phelps will take off. He'll go ahead and run forward for about a gain of 6.
Yeah, it looked like he gained a lot more than he probably should have. He dragged 2 more defenders with him to gain a couple extra yards.
Yeah, excuse me, it's me a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. Phelps is going to line up with 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in motion. They're going to run the option. That's something that, we saw a lot last week from Coach Mose is the option. As Phelps is going to be brought down, it looks like short of the line of gain. And he'll bring up 4th and 1.
Yeah, you can see from the beginning that option was going absolutely nowhere. Every Moeller defensive lineman in the backfield, not very good blocking on the Panther side.
That's something we saw last week a lot is the triple option from Coach Mose. That was kind of their bread and butter to that victory last week. As Kingdom Boyd will check into the game. Got one to each side. They're going to give it to Boyd. Boyd's going to take it up the gut, and it looks like he's going to be short.
Yeah, again, not great blocking on the run game, and he was definitely short of the line of gain. It's another big stop on the Moeller defense.
Yeah, and that will go ahead and turn it over on downs as the Moeller offense will go ahead and start back on the field. Again, just another unfortunate situation for the Panthers.
All right, we're going to go replay on that stop.
As let's go ahead and take a quick look at that stop. Just not good blocking. Looks like number 51 got blown off the ball right away, and just kind of was falling apart from the beginning. Boyd had nowhere to go with that football, and that'll bring Buckley and the Crusader offense back out in the field. Buckley's got trips right. Buckley's going to roll it to his right. He's going to go deep, and he's going to have his man complete.
And that is a big strike on first down. The Crusaders go probably 40 or 50 yards. A huge gain.
Do you want to get a replay of that throw?
Number 83, Brady Porta with the catch.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Buckley was able to roll it to his right and just launch it downfield, have Porta wide open. Honestly, underthrew it a little bit. If he would have put that, let him a little bit more, that would have been a touchdown. As Lewis is going to try to get that edge and is brought down right away by that Panther defense. Number 8, Rylan Campbell with the stop.
Yeah, he chased him down, grabbed him at the legs. Just a fundamental football tackle right there.
Yeah, you don't see that much anymore. A lot of kids go for the big hit and don't wrap up, and that's something that, kind of bugs me. You need to be more fundamental when it comes to football. As they're going to try to go ahead and get the snap off, and they will not. Now bring us to the end of one. Crusaders up 7-0. And welcome to the studio, ladies and gentlemen, as we are calling this game from the studio, first time of the year. We are doing this in practice for next week, as me and Eric Mason will be on the call for the Highlands game here from the studio. So tune into that game. But this is not the start you want for the Elder Panthers. If you're an Elder
No,
Panther, if you're Coach Mose, this is not the start you want.
Not at all. I mean, just after seeing that big play on the last play, as we saw before we went to the end of the half, or the second to last play, just a big 50, 40-yard strike where your defender just got burned. I mean, it was just a tough play to defend, and just a big play by the Crusaders.
Coming back out on the field to wrap it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a blown assignment there from the Panther defense. We're going to go ahead back into action. Buckley's going to line with 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Buckley's going to roll out. He's going to keep it, try to get that edge. And he's going to get it. He's going to take it all the way down. Buckley's still going. He's going to run it to the other side, and he's going to get brought down at the Panthers' 6-yard line.
I mean, that play looked like something we would have seen in Madden. I mean, he didn't get tackled, and then he cut back to the left side. If he started cutting inside a little bit earlier, then I think it would have been more beneficial for them.
And there was some laundry on the field there. Let's go ahead and see what that call is. Looks like it's going to be a hold, so we're going to go ahead and scratch that whole play.
Yeah, if that one would not have counted, that would have been a crazy play for the Crusaders. He cut back inside. I think if he cut it towards the end zone a little bit more, he would have had a touchdown. But that's hypothetical, and comes back for holding.
That's the worst. When you have a big play like that and someone decides to hold it and it gets called back, it's not a fun feeling if you're the guy who had that big run.
Yeah, now you come back to the huddle exhausted. Now you got to run another play.
Buckley's going to, or no, excuse me, they're going to have a new quarterback in there, Rocco Vichui. Vichui's going to step back, and he's going to throw it. Nice catch there from Lewis, and Lewis will be brought down by number 19, Nico Brown for the Panthers.
Yeah, Lewis just reaches his arm out, gets a finger on it, kind of tips it back towards himself, and makes a nice catch.
Yeah, as that's going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Crusaders. They'll bring up 3rd and 14. You know, what do you do here if you're the Crusaders? Are you going to try to get that 14, or are you going to try to just set up a manageable 4th down?
I think you're going to have a good passing play, at least 10 yards, and if it comes up short, so be it. That should get you in field goal range.
Fitucci's going to line up with trips right. He's going to go ahead and complete it to number 32. Upshaw. And it looks like he's going to be short of the line to gain.
Now you put Moeller in a dilemma. If they go for it or they stay, that's kind of, I put on kind of the
Oh, no, he got the first down.
Oh, they're giving it to him.
They're giving it to him.
So never mind then, but that looked very close. But they will rule it as a first down.
Crusaders going to line up to one each side. Fitucci's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Lewis. Lewis is going to take it up the middle. Lewis is going to go ahead and cut inside and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Lewis, for the Crusaders.
Yeah, this Moeller offense has just been absolutely dominating this Panther defense. They have not been able to stop them at all. As we saw Lewis kind of grabbing at his knee. Hopefully he's okay.
We're gonna do a replay in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Lewis just goes ahead, takes it right up the gut. Nice cut back into the middle right at the end to get into the end zone. But as you were saying, this Panther defense is not able to respond. It has no response to this Moeller's offense as they are being dominated right now. They're going to line up for the field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. So that will go ahead and make this game 14-0. Crusaders. With 7:15 left in the first half.
Yeah, not the start they've wanted at all.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a good start for the Panthers so far. It's really been their offense not keeping the defense off the field. I mean, so many defensive players that you have, they're going to get exhausted at some point, and just this offense not staying out there for very long at all, getting any scoring drive going, is really hurting the defense as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Felt's got 2 to his right, 1 to the left. Or no, they're going to go trips, right? Feltz is going to look. Feltz is going to have his man. It's going to be complete to Pazanka. And he's going to be brought down after a short gain. It'll be about 2nd and 9. Again, I still don't know why we don't see Jordan East up on that field.
Yeah, it almost kind of begs the question now that maybe he's injured or something's going on.
Yeah, he was suited up today, though. I did see him suited up.
Yeah, not really unsure what's going on there. That puts a lot of pressure now on your other wide receivers, losing your number 1 receiver, especially on your quarterback. Seems like they had a lot of connection.
Yeah, they got 2 to each side. Felt's going to fake the handoff. He's going to step up in the pocket and go ahead and try to take off. And he's going to be brought down by a hoist of Crusaders. Now bring up 3rd down.
I don't hate that play on 2nd down. I mean, nothing's there. You gotta get out of the pocket, get a couple of yards, and make it a manageable 3rd and 4.
Yeah, absolutely. But the question here is, do you run the football or do you try to throw it?
I think you just got to go a quick out route for 3 yards, hope you can get that extra yard, or put a slant up. But I don't think the running game, especially with this O-line that's been struggling so far today, has not been able to work.
Yes, Feltz is going to line up with 2 to the right, none to the left. 1 in the backfield. Feltz is going to go ahead and try and complete a pass. Pazanka is going to catch it, and they're going to roll him down. And I think he was short. No, he is not. They're going to give him the 1st down.
It looked like there was a decent gain for the 1st.
Yeah, I'm not sure how, looked like he was a little bit short as he did have to come back to the football. But interesting call there from the ref, too, to roll him down. He went down to catch the football, but he was not tugged. Was not tapped, which is an interesting call to roll him down. But Feltz is going to go ahead and have 2 to the right, none to the left. Feltz is going to go ahead, hand it off to Kingdom Boyd, and he's going to be met as soon as he gets to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be about a loss of 2.
Yeah, I do agree with you there that they called that play dead, but I don't think they should have. I mean, you got to wait till you get tagged, and he would have got an extra couple of yards if he was not rolled down.
Yeah, so that play stuffed as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage. Boyd just had nowhere to go. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Feltz will line up to 2 to his right, 2 to his left. He's going to go ahead and looks like his wide receiver fell. And that one's going to be intercepted by the Crusaders. I am not sure where Feltz was going with that one because I think it felt like the wide receiver fell before he even threw the football.
All right, we're going to replay it in 3, 2, 1.
Feltz was looking here for number 80, and he just trips on his route, and it goes right to the Crusaders' defense.
Yeah, it looked like as soon as he was already committed to throwing it, he fell down. That's just an unfortunate break for Feltz. Leads to an interception. The Moeller offense right back onto the field, and they definitely tired Elder defense back out.
Yeah, they'll bring Viducci back onto the field. He's going to have 1 to each side. Viducci will take the snap. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to go ahead and take off. Or no, excuse me. Yes, that's Viducci.
That was a nice tackle to attack at the legs, slow him down, and then have your guy behind you, have your trust in your other teammates that somebody's right behind you and make that tackle.
Yeah, good team tackling there for the Panthers. This defensive line, though, is unable to get much pressure in that backfield. And that's something they're going to, they're getting pushed off the ball right now. And that's something they're going to have to fix in the second half. And, the rest of this half and going into the next half. They're definitely tired, though, and you can tell. Fiduci's going to line up with trips left, 1 to the right. Snaps to Fiduci. Fiduci's going to look. He's going to have a little bit of pressure, and he was going to be – and it would be picked off! Number 34 for the Panthers.
And that is big for the Panthers. That really stemmed out of the quarterback pressure on the kind of the corner blitz off that right side. He had him basically tackled right as he threw it, makes a bad throw, and it's a pick for your Elder Panther defense.
Replay in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Jacob Quinnell just in the right spot. Way to read the quarterback's eyes and was able to pick that one off. I'm not sure where the Crusaders quarterback was going with that one. It did not look like there was a wide receiver for him in sight. But big break for the Panthers is that will put their offense back on the field with great field position. Phelps will have two to the right, one to the left. Phelps was going to swing it out. And they're going to get met. He'll be met as soon as he catches that football.
So you take a look back at that interception. I mean, as you said, no wide receiver in sight. I think that kind of stemmed from the pressure coming off the side. I think the Moeller Crusader quarterback was just trying to get the ball away, and instead of just spiking it out where nobody had a chance to catch it, it ends up in a Panther hand and really changes the kind of this half right now.
Yeah, as there's going to be a timeout call in the field. Timeout Panthers. Coach Bose doesn't like something he sees.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of calm your players down after a big play like that. It's easily to get excited, kind of lose sight of what you're doing. As soon as you see an interception on the sideline, you're jumping up and down. You can't wait to get back out there, but you just gotta put yourself in the right state of mind and get focused on what you gotta do.
Well, this week is Moeller week, Troy. We took him on in soccer last night. We took him on in football last night. We take him on in football tonight and football tomorrow. This week is Moeller week, I like to say. And so far, it's not been very successful for the Panthers. We're 0-2 right now.
Yeah, if we can win this one, win the next one, win the one after that, we got a winning record, huh?
There you go. As Phelps is going to line up with trips left, one to the right. Phelps will take the snap. He's going to look to the left. He's going to go downfield. And that will be complete. Pass complete to number 38. Brody Singler.
Yeah, that was a great throw by Phelps. I mean, just over the head of one Crusader, but not too far where it could have been intercepted. Put in perfect for Brody Singler.
Yeah, it looked like the Panther wide receiver that was in front of Singler, too, thought that ball was going to him. But, you know, went right over his head. Great throw there from Phelps. Here you run the football. Phelps has got one to the right, one to the left. Boyd in the backfield. They're going to go ahead and do the direct snap to Boyd, and he's going to get sacked.
I mean, there's just nothing else you can do from an offensive coordinator standpoint, from a head coach standpoint. You got to trust your players to get 1 yard on rush play, and the O-line just did not hold.
Yeah, just not a good appearance here for the Panther O-line. As Phelps will go ahead and line up with 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Bring up 4th and 4. Shotgun snap to Phelps. Phelps is going to roll out. He's going to try to take it up with his legs, and he's not going to be able to. Looks like that's going to be a turnover on down.
I think he did get it. It looked like he had enough yards. It was pretty short.
He did get it.
Only
Wow.
only 4 yards they needed, and Phelps thought he could get that with his feet, and he was able to.
Coach Mose didn't like something he saw on the field, it looks like maybe, and they call a timeout.
All right, they said.
Yeah, so, you know, what are you drawing up here for the Elder Panthers, Troy?
It's really hard to tell. I mean, for first down, you got new life in this a new series. I think you just got to go for on first down. You got to go for a big play. You got to try to catch Moeller off guard, in my opinion. And after that, you can see how you're feeling after that.
Have they used two or one timeouts? Oh, they got two.
Yeah, Phelps will go ahead and line up to the right, to the left. Phelps is going to drop back. And he's going to be brought down, and he will fumble. And the Crusaders will get the football. Just not what you want to see there, man.
Yeah, that's what you kind of see out of a freshman quarterback. No pocket presence. You know, any other quarterback would kind of feel that presence behind them, feel a D lineman on their back, ready to tackle them, and Felt's just not able to see that right now. And he gets sacked and eventually ends up fumbling the football.
Yes, I'll bring this Crusader offense back onto the field with 58 seconds left in the first half. Fiduci's going to come back on the field with trips left, one to the right. Fiduci's got in shotgun formation. He'll go ahead and take the snap. He'll hand it off to Lewis. Lewis will take it up, try to get down the sideline. And they'll get about a gain of 7, it looks like. Bring up about second and short.
Yeah, the run game really working for Moeller right now. Feels like any offense is working for Moeller right now. This Elder defense has really been struggling.
Excuse me, that was Johnson there on the carry. Fiduci trips left. They're going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to be tackled right in the backfield. That's a big play there for the Panthers, and it looks like that's going to be the last play of the half.
Yeah, looks like Moeller will just let this clock run. They just realize they don't need a touchdown. They don't need anything. They don't want to risk throwing an interception or fumbling the football. They'll take it to half as the Panthers and Crusaders at halftime 14-0 in favor of the Moeller Crusaders.
Yeah, just a rough first half there for the Panthers. Not able to get much going on offense. Offensive line struggling big time. Phelps fumbles the football, when you had a little bit of a drive, a little bit of life going. Just not something you want to see here for the Panthers. They will not – Moeller will get the ball coming out at halftime. So we will go ahead and see what happens here in the rest of this football game. But we're going to go ahead and step aside for halftime. We'll be right back after this.
Claypool on the reception from
This is just not what we say, it's what we do.
For 10 years, you've trusted us to do it right. This is only the beginning. We drive peace of mind.
We're still Kelsey, just even more us.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, a little different dynamic. We're here in the ENN studio, testing something out for next week in the game here at the pit versus Highlands. Brett and Eric will be on the call for that one. Instead of taking over press box space, we're in here. It's different, but it's been great so far.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far. Been a good call so far. You know, not the outcome you want if you're an Elder Panther fan, but it's been a good call so far. And, of course, tune in for tomorrow night. The Elder Panthers will be taking on the Moeller Crusaders. GCL is on the line. It's a GCL championship tomorrow night. And it's the Panthers have the first chance at winning the GCL for the first time since 2008.
Yeah, definitely excited. And fun fact about that game, I'll be in the cheering section for the first time in my Elder career.
There you go.
I am a junior, so...
And this is the first time where we have been able to. This will be. Now, if we win GCL tomorrow, it'll be the first time since I was 1. I'll be 18 at the end of the month. So we haven't. If we lose, you know, if we would take the victory tomorrow night, this will be our first GCL win in 17 years. Our first GCL championship in 17 years.
I wasn't even born. It's crazy.
Thanks for making me feel even more older than I already do, Troy.
Sorry.
It's not okay, man.
Definitely excited though for this next game. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, Troy Parker and Carter Pace will be in the cheering section for the first time of their elder career. And catch me on the sidelines. Tune into my Twitter. I will be live tweeting on my Twitter and posting everything and giving all the updates. So follow my Twitter. But yes, I just plugged my Twitter, Troy.
Good. Also tune in to EH Sports for that broadcast tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should be a great one.
Yeah, Lynn Harvey and Will Summers on the call, the dynamic duo. Not much better than the two of them. Other than maybe me and Eric Mason.
Wow. And right in front of my face, I get it.
Me and Troy Parker are the dynamic duo when it comes to baseball.
We're a good baseball duo, yeah.
We are. We had some good baseball calls, man. But we're going to go ahead and come out of halftime as the Crusaders will have the football. Well, maybe. The Panthers are still in the huddle.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being in that huddle during during uh during halftime. During halftime, I cannot imagine being in that huddle. That has to be brutal.
Oh, absolutely. Trust me, I've been in that huddle before when you're down. It is not fun. It is not a fun experience at all. Bitten, number 10 for the Crusaders is going to try to take it around the sideline. Nathan Lester. They did a little direct snap to him. Looks like Lester's going to go ahead and stay in. Maybe play some quarterback for the Crusaders. Yeah, Lester's going to stay in. Looks like he's going to play some quarterback for the Crusaders. Lester's going to have two to the left, one to the right. Lester's going to go ahead, take the shotgun snap, and hand it off to Brown. Brown will take it up the gut for about a gain of 10. It'll be first down, Crusaders. This defensive line, man, for the Panthers is just getting pushed off the ball. Both lines are. They're getting completely pushed off the ball. And number 5 right there, Britton Brown for the Crusaders, is definitely one built kid. He's a big boy. Troy, I don't know if you'd be able to tackle him.
I wouldn't have a chance. I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to go for his legs, you know? They're bigger guys, you got to go for their legs. Lester's going to complete a pass out to number 40 for the Crusaders. He's going to take it down the sideline. He's going to try to cut back in. He'll be brought down by Hoyts the Panthers. But that will go ahead and bring up first down for the Crusaders.
Yeah, this offense just been dominating in both the run game and the pass game. Just getting big yards when it feels like just to do whatever they want when they want.
Yeah, they absolutely are. No answer from the Panther defense except for that one interception earlier in the game in the first half. Lester's going to have two to the left, one to the right. Take the snap. He's going to go ahead and complete it to Brown. Brown's going to take it up the middle and cut back in. Brown's got the edge, and he's going to go ahead and run it in for a Crusader touchdown.
Yeah, he ran in there untouched. He was just moving inside and out, weaving in between elder players, not touched once, and moves into a touchdown.
Yeah, Brown was able to avoid about everyone on the Panther defense there, not touched once. And that will bring up, they had 2 missed tackles there for the Panthers. But Brown will go ahead and put this game at 20-0. And they will go ahead and bring their kicker, Berman, onto the field for the extra point. Berman's kick is up, and it is good. And now will make this game 21-0. With 7 minutes left in the third quarter. The Panthers can't do anything right now.
Yeah, they really can't get anything going. And now you got to rely on your offense to get some sort of momentum going.
Absolutely. You're down 21-0 in the third quarter. You got to rely on the offense now to come back somehow and try to get some points up on the board.
Yeah, if you're Coach Buzz, you just got to change something up. I mean, obviously in the first half, nothing that they were doing was working. And when they got that ball back off the interception, they immediately go out there and Phelps fumbles the ball and gives the ball right back to the Crusaders. Just not been a good start.
Yeah, still no Jordan E. step on the field, but Phelps will line up with 2 to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to direct some traffic. They'll bring 2 on, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. They'll have 1 in motion. Phelps go ahead, find his man, and that will be complete.
That was a great job by Phelps. He was moving inside and out of that pocket. Lots of defensive players in that pocket. He's moving inside and out. As he was about to get hit, he throws one up, finds his man, and gets first down.
Yeah, nice catch there for Braun, too, to go ahead and give the Panther a first down. You know, one thing I did notice here about Coach Moses' offense, too, he loves to run a lot of motion. They've had a lot of guys in motion here today, you know, up and across the sidelines. They're going to go ahead and line up a trips left. Felt's going to go ahead and take the snap. He'll roll to his left, and he will go ahead and complete the pass to Pazanka. And that'll be about a gain of 8, it looks like.
Looks like the offense is starting to get going a little bit, making these short plays, extending them a little bit, just getting back into the feel of things in the second half. I've been impressed so far with this offense.
Yeah, absolutely. As they'll go ahead and get ready for 2nd and 2. Felt's going to line up with 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield. They're going to have one in motion. They'll send Folk in motion. Looks like they're going to try and run the option. Felt's going to keep it, and he will go ahead and get the first down. He should have pitched that one. Falk had an easy run to that side. He could have put that ball down the sideline. Could have got a couple more yards there. You know, hindsight's 20/20, but I think he should have pitched that one.
Yeah, as I was about to say, hindsight is 20/20, and he did what he needed to do. He did what the goal was to get the first down. You can't be horribly mad at that if you're on the sideline, Coach Mose. But still, yeah, definitely should have pitched that one.
One on each side. Felt's got one in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Boyd, and he's going to be met as soon as he gets right there. I mean, as soon as he gets the ball, he's met. Crusader loses a shoe. He's going to have to go onto the sideline, put his shoe back on. I've been there. I've lost a shoe during a football game. I've been there.
It's a walk of shame.
It is the walk of shame, man. As Boyd's going to come out of the game. We're not seeing much of Boyd here tonight. You know, we're not seeing much from the run game here tonight, but we saw Boyd a little bit more last week than we are here tonight. 2 to each side. Felt's going to go ahead and take the snap. He's going to roll out to his left, and he's going to be brought down. And he's going to lose the football.
I think they blew it dead. No turnover, beanbag thrown. It looked like he came down really hard.
Yeah, Felt's a little shaken up there. He got thrown down there by the Crusaders.
Yeah, I think that one possibly could have been called for a horse collar. He just got thrown down from the back of his jersey.
Yeah, Bryce Souders with the big sack there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 21 here for the Panthers. Just as you thought you had something going, now you're facing on a 3rd and 21. Felt's going to go ahead and not sure where he was going with that one. It's going to be intercepted. They're going to go ahead and take it down the sideline, and it'll be the Moeller Crusader ball about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, looks like a miscommunication with Corbin Felton, his wide receiver. Looked like it was supposed to be a slant play towards the middle and just caught him behind him. That's just Corbin Felton is really having a struggle today.
Yeah, Thompson with the interception, and Coach Mose is having a word with his wide receiver. He is not happy. And just as you had something going, now you're going to put on this hot Crusader offense right back on the field. Some form of penalty here on the Crusaders, it looks like.
So they'll remain on offense, but they're go from the 4-yard line to all the way past the 40.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call was. Maybe a sideline kind of thing. I'm not sure. as Lester's going to go ahead and fake the handoff. Oh,
And another flag thrown.
no, that's a
He might have lost the football, I believe, and then
yeah, it was a ball spotter. Send the balls out. Fortunate outcome there for the Crusaders. Get the football back.
yeah, it looked like he might have seen that he dropped it there, but if he dropped it, it was very short, and he landed right back on top of it.
Yeah, Lester's going to go ahead and take the snap, hand it off to Lewis. They're going to go ahead and drop the football again, and they'll be brought down. Just miscommunication there between their quarterback and running back. Lester hasn't played any quarterback here tonight, so you wonder how much he's played on the year. He's listed on the roster as a DB, so interesting that, they put him in at quarterback. I wonder if that's what's coming with the fumbles, a little bit of rustiness from not playing quarterback recently. Lester will stay in at quarterback. He's going to have two to his left, one to his right. He'll go ahead and take it and try to find somebody. And he's going to find his man. It's going to be complete, but he'll be well short of the first down.
Yeah, I mean, he had way too much time in that pocket. That just let them get that many yards, and now it looks like they're 1 yard short of the first. That puts them in a dilemma, which I think they will go for it. Looks like no.
I always...
they're coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I always think about my playing days, with the freshman football team when we're calling these games. And they're now running back. Tyler Jocelyn was the quarterback at the freshman team when I was playing. And kid was a stud. I remember going up against him and we had no answer for him. Moeller put up 56 points on us my freshman year. As they're going to go ahead and have a bad snap, and it'll be stuffed right away. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Lester is sacked.
Yeah, that's a big stop for the Panthers defense. Kind of saved by that missed snap. Gets the offense off guard, and they make the stop, getting the other offense back to the ball.
Yeah, Coach Mose is trying to, create something here. You're not even really, yes, you want to win this football game, but right now you're just trying to make momentum to build off into going to next week. The Panthers will be playing here at home on Wednesday against McNick. The Crusaders will be playing next Monday, at Harrison High School. Felt's going to go ahead and pass complete downfield to Braun. Nice catch there for Braun. He'll be brought down by the Crusaders. Now bring up first down for the Panthers. Nice read there from Feltz. What a good call there from Coach Mose. Put the ball back in your quarterback's hands. Try to build his confidence back up after he just threw an interception. Give him kind of a little bit of an easy completion with an out route. Nice call there from Mose.
Yeah, definitely. And the O-line held for a little bit longer there as they kind of got blown off the line pretty quick, but they recovered and held that defensive line at bay, giving Feltz a little more time to try to find a pass.
Feltz with two to the left, two to the right. Feltz will take the snap. He'll roll out to his right. He's going to go ahead and look for his receiver, and it'll be complete to Braun. And it looks like they'll go ahead and give another Panther first down. Again, nice play. Nice play there from Feltz to be able to roll out, find his man, and go ahead and make that completion.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing that he likes to use his legs mostly because he has to. I mean, Feltz has been rolling out of the pocket, avoiding tackles inside the pocket all game long, and now it's starting to click for him that it's go time. They've gotten a couple first downs now. Now 1st and 10.
Yeah, Feltz will have the football to the right, to the left. Feltz is going to go ahead and look. He's going to launch one up, and it's going to be broken up, intended for Pazanka. A little bit of a dangerous throw there from Feltz. Kind of threw that one up in the air, kind of a prayer a little bit there.
Yeah, he saw the man open, and he was getting hard pressure from the defensive line of the Crusaders. So he just chucked that one up, even though If he threw it a little bit harder, kind of a more of a line drive throw, that it would have most likely been completed. But that gave the Crusader DB a lot of time to react and jump in front of that ball and knock it away.
Felt's going to line up, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Or strips left, excuse me, 1 to the right. Felt's go ahead, take the snap. And is going to be a designed pass to Brown, but he was unable to complete the pass.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. Let's see what Coach Mose and the offense can kind of draw up here to get something going. They do not want to end this drive early on a turnover and down, so they want to get most of this chunk, if not all of it, down on this play.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think they're in field goal range just quite yet, as Felt's going to go ahead and step up in the pocket, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. It's going to be a sack. That'll bring up about 4th and 14.
Yeah, pressure coming from his back. He can't get away far enough, and we'll see what they will do. I think you kind of have to go for this at this point.
No, you cannot kick this. And I don't think you want to punt it and give the ball right back to the Crusaders. But that might be the decision they do.
I think they're just going to take it to half here.
Yeah, no, they're going to go ahead and take it to the end of the 3rd.
Try to draw something up that can get you 13 yards.
And at the end of the 3, it's Crusaders 21, Panthers 0. Welcome back into the 4th quarter. Felt's going to go ahead and line up with trips left. They're going to roll him out to the left, and he's going to go ahead and complete a pass to Braun. And it looks like that'll be enough for a Panther first down. What a play there for Coach Mose. Design it, go ahead and get a receiver open to bring up first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's a great job to extend their drive, keep this drive going. It's been a nice drive for them so far, even though it's taken a lot of time off this very fast-moving clock, it seems like, for the Elder Panther players. As we just now enter the 4th quarter, 9-minute quarters for freshman level, as we hit the 8:50 mark in this first down.
Yeah, absolutely. We just hit the hour mark on this game 5 minutes ago, so this game is going by quick. Corbin Felt's going to line up with trips left. Who rolled to his left. They're going to try to get it to Pazanka. That ball will be just out of reach. It'll be incomplete. I'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Had the man open there, was just not able to complete the pass.
Yeah, this is when the smaller defense really gets tough to, there's not enough room to get a really big pass off to try to get somebody open. There's not enough time, especially with this offensive line for Elder struggling. Now you got 2nd and 10 inside the red zone, and this game becomes a lot harder to move the football forward.
Feltz will line up to 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He'll take the snap. He's going to be looking. He's going to go to his right, and he'll be brought down. Be a sack for the Crusaders. Just nowhere to go there for Feltz. He had that pocket collapsing on top of him.
Yeah, you definitely can't blame Feltz on that play right there. I mean, as soon as he snapped the ball, it felt like somebody was right there, right in front of him, and just not much you can do in that situation.
Phelps will take the snap. He's going to take it up the gut. He could try to escape and try to make something out of nothing. It looks like he's going to only get about 3 yards. Now bring up 4th and 8.
Yeah, Feltz just unable to break away there. He had the right idea moving forward, just didn't have the speed to get around the edge and get close to that first down. Now it's 4th and 8. And I think with this score and this just situation, you got to go for it.
Absolutely. Yeah, Phelps is not the fastest guy on the field, so he was not able to, go ahead and get that edge for a first down. Phelps will take it with trips right. Phelps can roll to his right. He's going to go ahead and try to do it himself. And looks like he will be short. Yes, he will be. There'll be a turnover on downs for the Panthers. I'll bring the Crusader offense back on the field.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for the Panther offense. They had a nice drive going, even though it did take a lot of time. They did have a nice, decent drive moving down the field, getting all the way to the red zone, just unable to capitalize, unable to finish the job. Now with 7:08 left to go, they give Moeller back the ball, be 1st and 10, inside their own 10-yard line.
Buckley took the snap, handed it off to Lewis, and Lewis is met as soon as he gets to the line of scrimmage. And they'll bring up about 2nd and 11, 12 maybe.
Yeah, it's a good start on defense on the first play. Just they run that ball and just nowhere.
Buckley will take the snap, fake it to Lewis, will take it himself, try to get that edge. Buckley's going to take it, and that'll bring about a gain of 7, 6, 7. Every teenage boy out there is laughing his butt off right now.
Yeah, Buckley almost got to the edge there and had a lot of speed on him. Just couldn't quite get it far enough to the edge, but still cuts away at that big second down, about 2nd 11, 2nd 12. Now it's a 3rd down and 4.
Buckley will line up with one to the right, one to the left. Excuse me, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Buckley will go ahead and get ready to take the snap. He'll take the snap. He'll look to his right. He'll go ahead and take it himself. He's going to run it up the middle and now bring a Crusader first down.
Yeah, he got that first down and more. Buckley using his legs a lot now, running this clock down.
As we're going to go ahead and get ready to approach 5 minutes, the Panthers down 21-0. A little bit of hope there on that last drive for the Panthers, but not much going for them today. As Buckley's going to go ahead and take the snap, he'll fake it or he'll hand off to the running back Lewis, and Lewis is going to get met. Nice hit there for the Panther defense.
Yeah, it's nice teammate tackling. One got him wrapped up at the legs, and the other just crushed him in the upper body. he was not going anywhere once he got wrapped up.
Nice hit there by Carmen, laying the hammer. That was my proudest moment of my freshman football career. Freshman year, in the pit, we're playing St. X, and I was pulling guard, and I laid the hammer to one of their linebackers and knocked him down. That was definitely a peak moment in the Brett McClellan life. As they're going to go ahead and try to do a screen pass, and it'll get run out of bounds. And it looks like he'll be good enough for a first down. Of course, again, remember, we have our varsity Friday night action tomorrow night. GCL on the line. The Elder Panthers and Caden Eastep will getting ready to take on Matt Pontowski and the Crusaders. It's going to be a great game tomorrow night.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about Matt Ponatowski? He's even better at baseball than he is at football, and he's
Absolutely.
pretty darn good at football, too.
Gatorade player, Mr. Ohio Football Gatorade Player of the Year for baseball. Committed to Kentucky to go play both. I mean, he's just an unbelievable athlete. You know the kid's good when they get an Alabama football offer. When you're getting an offer from a school like Alabama, that's when you know you're good. Or a school like Oregon with Dan Lansing. When you get an offer from Dan Lansing, again, that's when you know, okay, I'm doing something right with my football career.
Yeah, choosing Kentucky to go to, just kind of staying local, not going all the way down to Alabama or Oregon, staying near home. As in this game, now 2nd and 9 with about 3 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, of course, Caden Eastep was just talking to Louisville. Might have got an offer from Louisville. I'm unsure of that one. But he's definitely going to be getting out there, too, himself. As that pass will bring up to about 3rd and 2. Of course, another player to watch for tomorrow night for the Crusaders, Reggie Watson, the wide receiver. He's about 5'6", runs a 4.4, and is going to Louisville. He's committed to go play baseball at Louisville, but he also plays football. He's a outstanding football player. Leads the GCL in receiving yards with 435. As Buxley's going to go ahead and take the snap. He's going to roll it to his right. He's going to send up a prayer. And that is going to be incomplete. Nice hit there from the Panthers. Again, laying the hammer. Ryan Woodenweber with the hammer.
That's a big hit. Focusing on the hit and not the ball as it went up. We'll take a look.
Boom. That looks like a Derek Rand hit right there, baby.
Yeah, that was big. Now 4th and 4 for the Crusaders.
Do you go for this?
I mean, GCL rivalry. I think you do.
I think you punt it. You're up 21. There's only 2 minutes left.
We'll have to see.
I'd punt it.
I would too. I mean, there's no reason to not. Just depends on.
Your defense has been all over that offense all day. Your defense has lived in that backfield all day.
Also, not to mention that they got this game pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, only 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. The Panthers need 21 points in that 2 minutes.
Also, no onside kicks because there's no kicks at the freshman level.
That's true. That would really be the only way if you wanted to win this football game. If you're out or score a touchdown, get an onside kick, score another touchdown, get an onside kick again, and then score another touchdown. And still, the likelihood of that all happening in 2 minutes is very, very unheard of.
So it looks like they will decide to punt it.
Cam Beadle back deep for the Panthers. And they're just going to go ahead and it's going to be downed by the Crusaders. So the Panthers will get the ball back with 2 minutes and 16 seconds. If you're Coach Moe's here, you're just drawing something up to try to gain some confidence heading into next week. I mean, rough day for the Panthers.
Yeah, at this point you might want to try something out, try something new out. Maybe kind of put up a trick play or some play that you usually don't run. See how it works in a real game situation.
Do a little flea flicker. St. X pulled that off last week on the varsity level. Daniel Vollmer threw a nice little touchdown pass off the flea flicker. It was very impressive. Feltz is going to line with 2 to the right, 1 to the left. They run the triple option. He's going to be able to get it out to Kingdom Boyd. Kingdom Boyd down the sideline. Boyd to the 40, to the 30. And he'll be knocked out of bounds at about the Crusader 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big run for Boyd. Just trying to get himself in stride. Focus on his work. Once you're down this much in this game, or basically no chance of coming back, let's take a look.
Yeah, Feltz able to flip, get the ball out in time. Nice stiff arm there from Boyd on that Crusader defender, and was able to just take it down the sideline.
What I say, try something new. You haven't really used that option play so far in this game a ton, as he usually does. And he uses that play, pitches it out, and works
Coach
beautifully.
Mose just gives his quarterback a little bit of pat on the head. Says, "Good job, kid. Way to do it. Way to succeed." Give us a little positive momentum heading into next week. Again, the Panthers will be at home next week against McNick. Or no, excuse me, they're off next week. That will be in 2 weeks when they get ready to go ahead and take McNick.
And then the
Bishop
rest-
Chicard will head right back in. They're going to have games back-to-back days.
It's going to be a grind for this freshman team.
Yeah, absolutely. That's playing 2 games, back-to-back days. That's a tall task. Felt's going to go ahead and take the snap. He's going to throw it deep. He's got Braun. Braun's going to go ahead and walk into the end zone. And that's going to go ahead and put some Panther points up on the board here. Good little note to end the game on there. Panther touchdown now, bring this game 21-6. And they'll bring my eye doctor's grandson, Michael Giovanetti, onto the field.
Yeah, it's got to feel good for the Panthers to get that touchdown, get something on the board in this game, just not be totally shut out.
After this field goal, we're going to go replay on the touchdown.
And don't put it out. They could force 2 turnovers, get this game back in question. Never say.
Giovanetti's going to line up for the kick. The snap is good, hold is good, and kick is blocked.
Yeah, they just blew through the center.
All right, we're going to replay.
They blew through the center. And we're taking a look at this touchdown. Just a kind of a lob up to the center. Up to the center field. And after that, the PAT blocked, which now means it's 21-6. Under 2 minutes left to go.
Bucks is going to take the ball. He's going to go ahead and swing it out to his wide receiver. They're going to go ahead and take it for a first down.
If you're on the defense, you got to be trying to punch that ball out, try to force a turnover at any chance you get. They're obviously going to be running the ball. Almost probably every down of this drive, not risking it at all.
Troy.
Excuse me, I stand corrected. But still, try to get a turnover.
Yeah, no, an interesting decision there to go to the air. You risk an interception at interesting decision there. You would think they will keep the ball on the ground as Bucks is going to go ahead and have trips, to the right, to the left. Buxley's going to hand off to Lewis. Lewis is going to be met almost at the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 2nd and about 2.
What I should have said is they should be running it every play. There's no reason at this point to throw the ball at all. and they run it there on second down. Leads to 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I'll make it 3rd and 2 with only 1 minute left in the game.
You know, theoretically, hypothetically, you don't have to run another play because there's no play clock. So if you really wanted to, you could let this clock run all the way down. As Bucks is going to go ahead and line up with the snap. He's going to hand off to Lewis, and Lewis is going to get met right at the line of scrimmage. Now bring up
4th down for the Crusaders.
Yeah, looks like they will just run out this clock. And this game will go final. 21-6 in favor of the Moeller Crusaders. A dominating performance from the Crusaders all game. That touchdown scored late just didn't really mean much. You got to think that most of the starters were not in for this Moeller defense. As the Panthers fall to the GCL opponent, they fall to 5-6. And the Moeller Crusaders stay undefeated, moving to 11-0.
Yeah, disappointing night tonight here for the Panthers. They were looking to come back in this game after an unfortunate loss last night. You know, just an unfortunate outcome here tonight. But again, the GCL rivalry will still carry on tomorrow night as we have our Friday night lights. The Panthers will be taking on the Crusaders tomorrow night in varsity football. GCL championship is on the line. Matt Pontowski, like I said, him and his Kentucky commit, Matt Pontowski and the Crusaders will be coming on the road into the pit tomorrow night to take on Caden Eastep and the Elder Panthers. So GCL, you know, tune in on ehsports.com or tune into my Twitter. I will be updating everybody. My Twitter is McQuillanBD_. So tune into my Twitter, tune into the Elder broadcast, and it's going to be a good game. Again, the freshman team will be back in action on October 15th, a couple weeks, against McNick. You got anything to add, Troy?
I don't think so. It's just it's a tough loss against this tough team. Freshman's got to come out against McNick and show some promise.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's how we got here for you guys tonight. I'm Brett McCoy alongside here with Troy Parker. Have a great evening. Thanks for tuning in, and go Panthers.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up,